Wow.
Yes. So the fake ID was the thing. You could not make fake ID now in this point.
Not at all. You can't get away with but back then you could do anything, and I just love that. That'd be so great.
When I the first time I ever went to a strip club in the States, it was called Shotgun Willie's in Denver. It's still there. One of the greatest strip clubs. I fell in love there many times. The first time I went was with we were driving down from Calgary to Kansas City to go to a wrestling company. They turned out to be a complete bomb. That's a whole other show. Yeah. But as we were driving down, we went to this place called Shotgun Willie's in Denver. And I was with a guy called Brett Como. He's at my wedding.
Yeah, I
Como.
remember him, yeah.
So what Como would do, because he had real ID, and this is why I was laughing. I don't want to take over the show or anything, but same thing happened in Shotgun Willie's. We went there, and Como showed his ID, and as he walks through, he hands it behind him to where I take it, and I show my ID, which says Brett Como, and nobody fucking even looks. They don't look.
Yeah.
We went right inside Shotgun Willie's. So that was another trick of the fake ID. It wasn't even yours. You would just take one down, pass it around, 99 fake IDs on the wall, 98 fake IDs on the wall, 98 fake IDs. So that was another way of getting around the system back then.
We did that at Guns N' Roses 3 years ago and got away with that. Maybe we shouldn't be telling that story. Well, we went into that
limitations is over.
Okay, after 3 years. Okay. Well, Ryan killed another person that night. We ended up going to the Guns N' Roses Manitoba Stadium show, and we had this VIP area, and we only had there was 8 of us, and we had 6 passes. So,
Howard Jones was there.
So I didn't have a pass, and my friend Glenn didn't, and we just held up a piece of paper as we walked with you guys using real passes. Yeah. We're using real passes. You guys are using real passes, and we just came in showing basically a piece of loose leaf, and the guy didn't really take a good look because everyone had him. Well, why wouldn't we have him, right? So
somehow
we got
I think
in.
You had a real pass. I don't think you would put yourself out there to not have a real pass. You throw.
I was trying to be cool, man. I'm trying to be cool tonight.
Yeah.
You know, I got a jean jacket on.
I think it was you, and I think it was Dean Mullen and Glenn that did not have the real passes.
Yeah, they had the loose leaf. Dave gave them the loose leaf.
Yeah. Here's
a
1,500-word essay. Good luck.
Loose leaf.
I know. You know, it's like those fake IDs were easier then.
Dean Mullen wasn't with us either. It's so funny.
Definitely not. Definitely, he was not.
I think he was at DA's beforehand.
DA's.
I like. It used to be great. Like if you knew someone that had a laminator back in the day, or even some shrink wrap or some saran wrap with a hair dryer.
Totally.
You could make some pretty good stuff like that. I remember VH's brother Yinger would make fake ID, and he had you get Chris's ID and then just Yinger, man, baby.
Yeah,
baby. Sorry.
So he'd have he'd put his face on there or whatever, and just cut out his face and photocopy it and then laminate it. He used to also steal Slurpees, and I found this very disturbing. You'd go in, you wouldn't steal Slurpees, you'd steal chocolate bars. So you get a big Slurpee or a big gulp, and you'd put them in the cup, and then you'd fill up the cup with the Slurpee, but you'd have 3 chocolate bars in there, and then you'd walk out after, and you'd pull the chocolate bars out.
That's ridiculous, man.
Isn't that
That's
ridiculous?
So oh, I love it.
Disgusting.
Fake ID. What a show.
Yeah. Fake ID was a good thing to do, and like I said, nowadays you could not do that. But back then, we had and once again, this is not Winnipeggers exaggeration. This is literally a bunch of 15-year-old kids hanging out in a strip club, drinking 35-cent draft, and thinking you have a chance to pick up the stripper who's on stage that can see the losers with no money from a mile away. And I remember she just looked right at me.
Yeah,
she loves me.
She loves me.
And I'm like, I'm a 16-year-old loser with a paper route.
Fuck, dude. A fresh haircut from Morris, some Avon Musk. You're in the front row, and there they are, and you're falling in love.
I remember I went to Zeller's before. I went to the old discarded LP bin where they had the little punched out square, and I had bought Trouble the Skull.
Oh yeah,
had it in a Zeller's bag. Then walked across the parking lot to meet the Googe at the Ville to watch the strippers. So I'm watching the Rippers with my 35-cent draft, my fake ID, and my Trouble the Skull. Nice. It cost me $1.99, and that was my money for the week.
Did you
try to talk low?
Did you get the stripper to sign the album? Can you sign my Trouble?
It turns out she was a Trouble fan too, so we went outside and did the hibbity dibbity. It was crazy.
Right.
You're trying to not have your voice crack. This is really fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're doing your best Dave Lind.
There's probably no stripper on the earth that likes Trouble.